I haven't been on YouTube for a long time. I'm going to kind of get into that in a minute, but today's video is going to be about one of the biggest shows that has happened in this year, 13 Reasons Why, and kind of like a backstory of how I got into the show, just to let you guys know why I wasn't on YouTube as well. So after Melbourne, obviously because I vlogged Melbourne and stuff on my previous videos, I knew that I had to go in for like surgery when I came back from Melbourne back at home, and they said that I would need like a day or two off work to kind of just recover from surgery. I ended up getting a week off because work, when I showed them the letter, they kind of were like, damn. So I mean, I'm not gonna explain what it was, but people who know that it's like, damn, you know, like crap, like you don't hear about it, like people, it is quite common in surgery, but you don't hear people getting surgery. It's kind of like, I kind of might explain it more in detail about what kind of surgery it was, maybe when I find out, because I have to wait like 6 months post-surgery to find out like if the surgery worked or not. So I don't want to get into too much detail because, like I said, I had to take a week off work and I couldn't gym obviously, and I couldn't do anything fun. So yeah, I was pretty much, you know, upset and kind of like lonely. So this was literally after Melbourne, and then 30 Reasons Why came out on March 31st, and I was stuck at home a week after the show came out after surgery. And for that, you know, it was like the second day I was home, because the first day from surgery my partner was with me, you know, just to make sure I was okay, and then obviously the second day when I was alone, he also went back to work. So I was alone and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna film some YouTube videos, pre-film and all that, because this is back when I just came back from Melbourne and I wanted to obviously still YouTube, but I was just not feeling, you know, 100%. I wasn't feeling well after that. But yeah, I don't know how to explain the surgery because I don't know how to say it in words, but you guys will find out probably, maybe, I don't know if I'm going to tell you guys what happened. But like, basically I heard about 30 Reasons Why. It was the biggest, you know, thing everyone's talking about, and it was a week after this came out. Obviously I couldn't do anything, I couldn't gym, I couldn't, you know, go out anywhere, so I was at home and I was like, you know what, I've got Netflix, you know what, I've got a whole day to chill and do nothing. So I binge watched the whole season, the whole thing all at once. And yeah, my boyfriend had watched it already and he told me it was a good show, and he was like, you would love it. And I was like, I was really worried because of the whole suicide and bullying and teen drama, you know, that. And he was like, don't worry, like you'll love it. And so I watched it all at once, and the show has been amazing. I can't believe that it had such a huge impact, both positively and also both negatively, if that makes sense, because it's suicide. And in New Zealand we've got one of the highest rates of suicide, which I think does trigger a lot of people personally, because suicide is such a bad, you know, not bad, but like kind of like hard topic to talk about. And this show kind of opened up a lot of parents' like minds and thoughts, and got them to kind of talk to the children. So I think it is like, in a way, a positive message. But then also it did, you know, I think, just if you haven't watched it, there's going to be spoilers in the video, but also just when she, you know, kills herself, it was such a hard thing to watch. I've never witnessed anything like that in my life before. I've never seen anyone commit suicide. I've never done it myself, like try to, and I didn't know how to react because it's something that you obviously people don't talk about. And you know, New Zealand's got one of the highest suicide teenager rates, and yeah, like you read it on the news and you're just like, they're obviously being bullied, but you don't know what's happened. And the show, obviously, she tells a story, and you know, the author obviously wrote it through on true experiences that he found out from other people. And yeah, it was just such an interesting show. And today I want to talk about, you know, I mean, my honest review on it is, I thought it had a good message. I thought it was something that people needed to watch, and I also thought someone for me that was just sitting at home not doing anything with their life, you know, because obviously I couldn't do anything, but watching it, it kind of made me feel like, you know, people actually go through this and it sucks. And yeah, so I just wanted to say I love this show. I can't wait for the second season. I can't believe that they're already filming now, you know, and it's going to be out next year. It's gonna be a long wait, but you know, it's already June. It's already end of June, so it's gonna be back soon. And I wanted to talk about what they're rumoured, you know, to have in season 2. So I've got my phone here, get my list, and it's already 5 minutes long of having to start talking about. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that the reason why I haven't been doing any filming because of my surgery, plus I've been lazy, plus I'm back at the gym now only just since it's been like 6 or 7 weeks since surgery, and I only was able to get back 6 weeks after post-surgery because, you know, it's hard to explain when you can't say it, but like I can talk about it, but I just don't want to because it's just too personal. But long story short, it sucked not getting to gym because I love gymming. So yes, so to start off, spoilers, just a disclaimer, there will be a lot of spoilers. If you haven't watched 30 Reasons Why, I would recommend you to watch it first because I'm going to be talking about what I hope is going to happen in season 2 based on what they've talked about on the news, media and all that, and also what I think is going to, what the outcome's going to be. So first off, Alex remains in critical condition after his suicide attempt. Now throughout the series, a lot of people didn't realise that Alex had suicide thoughts while, you know, the series was happening, and people were kind of like, he committed suicide. Like at the ending, there's someone in the ambulance and people like Alex has committed suicide, is in hospital, you know. But in the ambulance, a lot of people point this out, and I've read this heaps everywhere, is that it doesn't look like blonde hair in the ambulance. The person who's in the ambulance has dark hair, and people keep thinking it's Justin. And I was like, I rewatched it. I've been rewatching it now again, and yeah, it doesn't. You don't actually get to see like a light whitish or yellow or blonde hair, whatever. It's dark hair, which is really interesting. So that was something that I wanted to point out because I see a lot of people commenting about how maybe it's not even Alex and maybe he's not even dead. Also another thing of the whole gun shooting Tyler and how he had all these guns locked up in like in his room, and how he had like all of the people that were on the tapes photos up, and everyone thinks that there's going to be a gun school shooting and he's going to be, you know, killing all these people. I think this needs to happen, like this whole Tyler / gun shooting in the school. In America, I always read that there's like suicide teens who go on these shooting rampages in high schools, or kids, you know, like little primary school, and kill all these people and then kill themselves. And it is such a thing, like a topic that people don't talk about a lot. And if a show like this that has been talked about so much does this, it will be both obviously again another positive and negative thing, but also a positive thing because it's going to actually cover what actually happens, and it has affected a lot of people. Just to name it one, like the Sandy Hook Elementary School, I think that was like a shooting like a couple of years ago. But yeah, like just like I read about it and it's like, this really doesn't happen in New Zealand because we don't have like gun access like that, but guns are quite, you know, a scary thing as well, and as well as, you know, like bullying and all that. And yeah, I just think they need to obviously show this, like, because not because it's, you know, guns, but because it's such a huge topic that people try to avoid talking about, as well as suicide. So I'm praying that they actually do this storyline because it would freak me out, but I also think it's such a good message to not, like when I say good, like it's such a, you know, people that will be watching this will not realise how scary it is, you know, until they see it and they're like, wow, like there's been obviously so many like attacks in London, and you know, just the Manchester attack recently. It just shows you that it doesn't matter where you are, like there's always something that's going to happen, and all you can do is protect yourself. And like this is just such a prime example. So you know, it's something interesting that I always read in the news, but it's not interesting in the way where, you know, wow, you know, it's just kind of like interesting as in like sad and like, wow, like this actually does, you know, happen, and it doesn't matter where you are, like it will happen. So that's something, if that makes sense, but I hope they do address that. Another thing is Jessica's assault, well, she tells her father. Now I really hope, you know, and well, I know they're going to show what Jessica is like after, you know, she obviously knows now that she did get, you know, raped by Bryce, and because her dad, obviously, I kind of want to see what that's going to be like, her relationship with their dad, because they obviously didn't have like a good relationship in the season 1, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to that and seeing how they develop her character. the Bakers' lawsuit against the school. Now that they know about the tapes, they're obviously going to get, you know, a good result from the lawsuit. So I know I don't really want to talk about the lawsuit too much because, you know, they're going to get something from, obviously because of the tapes and because people at school didn't know about the suicide, especially, you know, the counsellor teacher, Mr. Porter. But yeah, I just know they're going to get some money from that. Hannah's parents now possesses her tapes and have begun listening to them, which means they will learn about the 13 who caused their daughter's death and each of their roles in it, as well as the numerous crimes committed by them. I realise how Clay had an impact on, like, they're gonna know now, like, he knew more of Hannah than, you know, everyone did, and how Tony knew about the tapes, and it's just gonna blow up. Also, the current whereabouts of Justin after his conversation with Bryce. Now, that's what I mean, like, it might be Justin that Emma's, you never know. The fate of Sherry after her confession to the police about knocking down the stop sign which led to the death of Jeff. Jeff deserved better. He was my favourite character, all time favourite character. He was, you know, like the wingman to Clay. He was like the nice guy to everyone else, you know. He was awesome. Like, I hope he's in season 2 somehow. If it's as a ghost, flashbacks, anything. He was awesome and they should not have killed him. But he wouldn't be the awesome character if they obviously didn't have the Jeff Atkins deserved better hashtag. Yeah, like, it would be interesting to see what's happened to her, because obviously she's confessed now and she was with that old couple, you know, the guy that got hit by Jeff, and it'd be awesome to see kind of if she's, you know, okay and all that, because she was kind of like a good character minus that whole stop sign. Mr. Porter now possesses the tapes, which now contains Bryce's confession to the rape of Hannah. Now, Mr. Porter asked Hannah who raped her. She didn't tell him, and now he knows through the tapes. Now, what he's going to do with the tape? Is he going to tell someone? Let's hope he does. And obviously, the ultimate fate of Bryce. Whether or not he'll ultimately be charged with the rapes of both Hannah and Jessica. Now that Jessica has confessed to her father about the sexual assault, and both the Bakers and Mr. Porter having the recorded admission to Hannah's tape. Now, Clay asked his mum, can someone still get charged if the only witness and the victim cannot consent, or, you know, I mean, like, or, well, not consent, but like cannot admit it? And she said no. Well, she said only if someone just comes forward. Hannah has the tapes. That is proof enough, isn't it? So I hope Bryce is in jail in season 2, or like he gets what's coming to him. And also, he hasn't listened to the tapes as of yet, so hopefully he gets to watch hopefully he gets to listen to the tapes, or gets, you know, more knowledge about the tapes, because obviously Justin told him as before he left, but he obviously doesn't, you know the full story, so I'm hoping he finds out. Clay's mother learns of the tapes, and now Clay's former possession of them, indicating a possible confrontation between her and Clay, as well as her continued involvement in defending the school against the Bakers' lawsuit. Well, yeah, she asked him if he actually knew Hannah, because they used to work at the Crestmont, and he was like, no, we barely know each other. Now that she knows, and she's, you know, part of the whole lawsuit thing, it's going to really screw up their relationship that they kind of don't even have, because he kind of lied to his mum, but also she's gonna be like, what the heck, and she's gonna be the worried mum, and she's gonna be really upset over Clay, but, you know, hopefully she's not part of this lawsuit anymore, because yeah, it was the tapes thing where they were recording them was, I'm gonna get into that soon, but yeah, that was just not good. And, oh, this is the part I was talking about. Not all the students have given their depositions yet, including Clay. So, just talking about that, the date on those tapes where they're talking, like, confessing about in the lawsuit thing, whatever it's called, it's dated into a future date that hasn't happened yet, so that kind of tells, like, a theory that people have thought about, and I've read about heaps, and I'm just like, wow, like, thinking if that was true, like, that would be amazing. But they're saying how maybe Hannah hasn't committed suicide yet, maybe this is something that you can kind of reverse, and people were like, maybe she is alive. And now that kind of clicked to me, and it's like, but then Hannah is appearing in season 2. Is she appearing as a flashback? And they said she wasn't narrating season 2, so maybe she isn't dead. Maybe she's, who knows? I don't know. But all I've got to say is that I'm excited, and the most thing I'm curious to see is Bryce in jail. And also, I forgot to mention, my favourite scene of all time is when, what's his name? Ryan. Is it Ryan? When he tells Courtney to F off. That, my friends, is the icing on the cake. Her face when she got told, boom, you got it. I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, it was gold. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I love talking about shows that I love to watch, and if you guys enjoyed that video of me rambling, let me know, because I also love Riverdale, which I've talked about on my YouTube channel. Check it out. I'm going to be doing a follow-up to that because season 2 is premiering on October 11th. And also, I love Pretty Little Liars, which the final episode comes out next week, and I'm probably going to talk about that too. So if you guys like any of those 3 shows, subscribe, like and comment, and yeah, let me know what you're hoping that's going to happen on 30 Reasons Why season 2. And also, I need to find another show to binge watch while I'm waiting for my other shows. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. I'm gonna do some gym videos again. I'm pumped, I'm excited, and I'm also gonna try and do some vlogs again. And yeah, and sit down videos. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I got eyelash extensions today. I think they're better than the ones I got last year. Let me know if you guys like it, because I'm not sure if it's like too crazy or not, or if it looks like stupid, but ignore my thick eyebrows. But yeah, let me know if you guys like my eyelash extensions as well. Just let me know anything, you know, what's good. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. I don't know why I'm awkward. I think I haven't done a video in so long. I just don't know what to do with my hands, what to do with anything. Yeah, anyways, bye guys.